Michel, this is an adaptation of Froth On The Daydream. Why choose that?
They choose me.
Right.
So I liked it. So why did I say yes? Did I say yes? Because I like the book, I like the story, and this book was influential on my work since I started to work. I mean, I had that in mind. I liked other surrealist artists. I like the fact that it's a very pure and somehow painful story, and it's expressed with a very unusual universe and surrounding, and I thought that was perfect for me.
When did you come to the book?
I read the book first when I was 16, 17.
What sort of impact did it have on you then?
I think it showed me that literature was something that could be really free and imaginative, and that you could break the barrier of being academic and smart to being sensible or sensitive.
How did you come about approaching to make the film?
Well, I relied on my memories on my first reading of the book. Like, for instance, the book, when I read the book, it started in color and finished in black and white, without you didn't notice it. But it's really how I felt, even though I was not having any ambition of being a director. So, for instance, that was one of my first image of the story. And then there were all those weird mechanical mixture of objects and animals, like the rabbit who is half machine, half rabbit, and the doorbell who moves like an animal, and the pianocktail. All those objects that are taking life of their own was really something that sparkled my imagination.
When you were reading it, did you start processing it in your own mind, how you would film certain bits?
No, because I didn't, as I was saying, I didn't think of being a director one day, but I had some images that stayed with me. So just thinking back of these memories they remain in me as film clips in a way. Because when you read a book, you visualize it, and then that's this memory that stays in your mind. That's not the letter or the word. That's the image, at least for me, that's the image that gets stuck in my mind.
You've got two great leads, Audrey and Romain. How did they come to the project? Did you approach them?
Yes, of course. I approached Audrey first. I did a little cartoon to convince her to do the movie. And then I sort of Romain, I think they were a perfect couple. They had this sort of Hollywood quality made in France.
They are. Chloe's illness, how should we respond to that in real life?
You mean how... sickness it is?
Yes.
Well, I think it's a cancer. It could be seen as a tuberculosis, although now tuberculosis is more, it's really curable. But cancer, it's still at a primitive stage in terms of cure. And the way it grows and you have to operate, it's closer to cancer.
I wanted to ask you about the big limois.
Yeah.
What was the idea in putting that in there?
Well, it's in the book, but to me, I explained it by a response of the body and the flesh and the bones to a certain type of music. It's like the waves of the vibration of the bass or whatever instrument is used is gonna distort your body. And you can't control it, but you can adapt to it and make the dance better.
Are you able to do the dance?
Yes, but I need to drink a lot.
Talking of drinking, Pianocktail, am I pronouncing that right?
Pianocktail.
Can we get one made?
We did one. It was nearly accurate. Some are made. I looked on the internet and we've seen some being made. I wanted to build at some point a piano that made tapestry. So you would have the string going up, on each chord will change the color of the horizontal strings and so on. But I like the combination of a piano who drives something else. I like to make a piano. And some people in the 30s did piano who make project images.
I just wanted to ask about the food scenes. Is it stop motion on that?
Yep, yeah.
How long did it take to do some of those?
I mean, we had a full animators crew that would work all the way during the second half of the movie. And they would come at night, take over the light, the set, and the cameras, and do their own work to be coherent with the set, so to be perfectly integrated. And they had a little workshop in the studio, so I could follow and give them a suggestion all the way along. So they were very important, and their animation part was supposed to be done before, because a lot of time it was simply projected behind the actors, so the actor can see in the universe where they evolved in.